أفلح من أعاد الصلاة على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الخلق أجمعين أبي القاسم محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
قال الله في محكم كتابه العزيز: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رجال لا تلهيهم تجارة ولا بيع عن ذكر الله وإقام الصلاة وإيتاء الزكاة يخافون يوما تتقلب فيه القلوب والأبصار ليجزيهم الله أحسن ما عملوا ويزيدهم من فضله والله يرزق من يشاء بغير حساب. Ayah 37 and 38 from chapter 24, Surah Al-Nur. Men whom neither trade nor sale distracts them from exalting the name of Allah and from the observance of prayer and from presenting zakat and purifying dues regularly. They dread the day when their hearts and the eyes will be in a state of agitation and anguish, with the result that Allah will give them the reward according to their fairest deeds, and will even give them much more by His grace and bounty. And Allah does provide without measure to whom He will. Today we will attempt to catch a glimpse of Ayah 37 and Ayah 38 from Surah Al-Nur that I just read to you. When we hear these two verses, we understand that they deliver a clear and in its essence a simple message to understand. And I will be looking to answer some basic questions that may arise. How can we apply this ayah, first of all? And secondly, who does this ayah describe? But before we go in more depth, it is important to highlight the reason why we are all gathered here today and make a connection and understand the importance in commemorating these occasions and gatherings. Although we are gathered here today for a special and joyous occasion, the anniversary of the birth of our beloved Imams, Hussain, his beloved son Al-Sajjad, and the one known as Qamar Bani Hashim, Al-Abbas alayhum as-salam. It is equally important to note that their followers, their Shia and brothers, our brothers and sisters and extended families are being blown to pieces and killed innocently. Our children, women and men are being killed right and left and blown to pieces while the whole world is in silence. However, rest assured that your Lord is all-seeing and fair, and that's why these shuhada, these martyrs, will be resurrected on the Day of Judgment with those heroes of Karbala that we are all gathered here for today. Let's tackle the first of the two questions in applying this ayah. While we take our Imams as role models to help us in our mission, the first lesson that we should learn is the importance in having a balanced life. It is all interconnected with the excuses we give ourselves and how much we accomplish. It goes hand in hand. I'm sure you all know productive people, people who are action takers. They are go-getters. They get things done. The most inspiring part for each one of us should be that we can all do what we set our minds to. An example of a path to success can be to begin by having a good intention. Niyya salihah is key in paving the road to our successes. Secondly, planning properly. You sit, you plan, and without proper planning, we will waste our time and turn in circles, and ultimately, this will lead us to being discouraged and giving up. Thirdly, don't be afraid to reevaluate and restart, as even when we're down and think that there's no other way, we have to remember that God is with us and He sees our struggles, and don't forget that when there's a will, there's always a way. We can ask ourselves simple questions to figure out if we're living as our role models did, or are they just our Imams by name? Some people believe that only if they stopped working or going to school, that they can achieve and live the way Ahlul Bayt lived. While, for instance, this ayah clearly states that there's a balance involved. The second question we wanted to answer was to know who this ayah described. And while we may think it only applies to Ahlul Bayt, we must challenge ourselves and defy our excuses and shaitan in achieving the next level of closeness to Allah, so that He may purify our deeds and give us more than we deserve. In conclusion, I encourage you and myself to commemorate these occasions and gatherings in remembering Ahlul Bayt for whom they were, and learn something new about them every time there's a gathering, as they are our true role models and lived in difficult conditions and prevailed. The least we can say is that they were so successful that we remember them and their helpful and heroic actions even after 1400 years, and they will be remembered through all eternity. I pray that our actions reflect our words so that we may live as our role models, the 12 Imams, and that we can be granted their intercession when it counts most on the day that nothing else matters. I ask God for His forgiveness, as we are from Him and to Him we shall return. Justice will prevail, and I pray that He hastens the appearance of our 12th Imam. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.